All right, folks, we have some big news to discuss regarding China and the insane amount of silver, the impossible amount of silver they're needing to explore the final frontier, since silver is used in PV cells, which are photovoltaics, which is for solar panels. Well, China is doing something astronomical, pun intended, and I don't think it's going to be realistic, or at least if we start to go this direction, it is definitely not realistic. And this is massive for silver, because not only going green to save the planet, but now all of this silver required for space as well. No. Like someone said before, if you think we have enough silver to go green, you're living in La La Land. First and foremost, though, welcome. Thank you for tuning into your daily silver news. My name is Silver Slayer, and if you want the latest information of what's happening across the globe, like this from China, and how it affects the price or relates to precious metals, make sure you click subscribe, click the bell. When you click the bell, click all notifications, or you won't get notified when I post. I have a new upload schedule, noon Eastern Standard and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard every single day, folks. Every day, noon and 6 p.m. EST. See you around, hopefully. So let's check this article out. Breaking. China's Space Solar Power Station. An orbital feat fueled by silver savvy. Now remember, we're talking about elements on the periodic table. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity, electricity, and light sensitivity. Nothing can replace silver. Silver is not made in the Earth's crust. It came here from asteroids and meteors and comets or whatever. It's not like we can just find something else that's better. Nothing is. Silver is a magical metal, and we need more silver as we advance digitally, technologically, and industrially, militarily. I mean, there's so much silver needed for so many different things that I wonder when the everyday person, or at least big tech, someone like Elon, I'm sure Elon knows, understands that, like the video I posted last night, we don't have any silver. Believe it or not, there's a massive silver shortage going on, and I can prove it right here. Silver sold out in Holland, UK, Royal Canadian Mint, South Africa, India, Vietnam, and the USA. Even on the SLV. Even on the SLV, folks. This is only going to continue to get worse. And when I say silver shortage, I mean that to the fullest degree. So China's audacious orbital energy station showcases high-tech ambition powered by sun and silver, positioning the nation as the leader in the next era of global energy innovation. Not only global, universal energy innovation. I mean, is this something we can fix? No. Can we pull silver out of thin air? No. Can we create silver? No, this isn't alchemy. Where are we going to get it from? Let's think. Okay, well, we could try to dig it out the Earth's crust. No, ore grades are low. Silver's a topical metal. There's less and less of it. There's only so much silver in the Earth's crust. So mining innovation. Well, that's not realistic. There's very few silver mines. Most silver mines are actually shut down or protested or government regulations, like in Mexico now, and they're trying to nationalize it and keep all the silver for themselves. So we have this situation where we can't mine it, so what else can we do? Oh, recycling. But will recycling even put a dent in the amount of silver we need with over a billion-ounce deficit in the last 6 years? No. Recycling won't even put a dent in the amount of silver. So what else? Take it from us. Yeah, they could try to take it from us. Is that going to work, though? The government would never confiscate silver, Silver Slayer. They did before. No, they didn't. That was with gold. That was the Executive Order 6102 by FDR in 1933, Slayer. You don't know what you're talking about. They never confiscated people's silver before. It was gold. Wrong. Did you know the following year, in 1934, Executive Order 6812 by FDR confiscated everyone's silver with the same penalties: $10,000 fine, 10 years imprisonment, or both? It wasn't just gold. The following year, he confiscated everyone's silver as well. But Silver Slayer, is that even realistic, though, to fix this type of deficit? No. So what else? Ironically, China going to space, causing a bigger silver shortage, could actually be the solution. The final frontier, space mining. It's realistic. It's not realistic now, but it's a realistic thought that NASA's already looked into. They sent out a rover last year. There's an asteroid approaching towards Earth by the year 2026. The asteroid's called Psyche 16, and it has like up to $500 quintillion worth of precious metals on it, supposedly. And NASA sent a rover out to check this thing out. No, they will not be able to mine the asteroid by next year when it comes close to us. But the fact that space mining is a thought will eventually happen. Just not anytime soon. Oh, also, before I forget, folks, if, and I mean if, I'm not begging, I'm just asking, or I'm just sharing, if you would want to help me fight this custody battle, I have a GoFundMe. I'm in a custody battle. We just started it about a month ago, but it's way, way, way more expensive than I'm realizing. It's not realistic for me to cover the costs on my own, which I thought I could do at first, but my lawyer's $480 an hour. I'm not picking a cheap lawyer. I know you wouldn't either, but this isn't just a quick one and done thing. This is a long process. So I'm asking for help. If you can, I'll link the GoFundMe in the description. If you don't want to or you can't, then it's fine. If you don't like that I'm doing this, please keep your comments and your thoughts to yourself. This is already the hardest thing I've ever gone through. You know, I mean, if I was able to and I saw someone else post a GoFundMe, I would. So that's kind of how I'm thinking, is like, you know, people like helping. If that's not you, it's fine. And everyone that has donated, thank you so much. I just have to mention it because I'm desperate, you know, like I don't know what else to do. So I'm turning to you guys. So anyways, China's solar space station, a game changer in renewable energy. So remember that state-owned enterprises dominate the national economy in China? Oh, let me mention one more thing on that note. Every single donation, every penny goes only to legal fees. Ethically, that's just how I am. I'm putting all of the donations in one account, and that's for legal fees. I'm not, any donation, it's not going towards bills or anything else. If someone's donating to, you know, for that cause, your money is going specifically there. I promise you that. Ethically, you know, that's just, I could never, you know, even though I'm sure people wouldn't mind because I'm going broke from this, they're like, but no, if you're donating specifically to that, your money's going to that. And that's the rest I'll say about that situation in this video. I know you didn't click on the video for that, but I do appreciate you for listening. So remember, the state-owned enterprises dominate the national economy in China. You can see China as a company rather than a government, similar to that of Western countries. So this guy says, everyone should use their brains to think about a simple question. Why does a central enterprise in China hoard 20,000 tons of physical silver, and inventory data will no longer be released after 2023? Why? Is the silver in your hand only worth $50? No, it's not. And this kind of reminds me of the Department of Defense stopped reporting their silver reserves in 1995. And the military's involvement with silver goes back very far, like 1965. The Coinage Act, Lyndon B. Johnson. I mean, silverwars.org is actually a great website that talks about the military's involvement with silver over the years. There's like a whole timeline. But China isn't just aiming for the stars, it's building them. The country's bold leap into the future comes in the form of 1 kilometer wide solar power station launched into geostationary orbit 36,000 kilometers above Earth. This is not some sci-fi proposal, but an ambitious state-led driving, epitomizing China's technological swagger and strategic focus. Daylight never stops, power from the void. That's a good point. Picture a solar array so massive and advanced, it basks in the sun's full intensity 24 hours a day above cloud storms and night. This kind of reminds me of what's it called, a Dyson sphere, where like there's this like, I guess they say like alien civilizations could harness the sun because they build like this whole structure around the sun and get nuclear fusion or whatever from it. Kind of remind me because like there's no clouds, there's nothing blocking it. You're harnessing 100% of the energy, and that's what this thing would be doing, just not with I think it's called a Dyson sphere. If not, I'm going to sound really stupid, but so anyways, making energy blackouts or weather interruptions relics of the past. China, this is the logical next step in national ingenuity, harnessing infinite daylight from the silence of orbit. Engineering roars, but it's silver that sings. Right, I mean, silver is by far the most critical thing in the world. Think about it. Just think about this real quick. Silver is irreplaceable. Silver is what we need to go green, because they say going green is saving the planet, whether you believe in climate change or not. If silver is the thing that builds the solar panels and builds the EVs and the satellites and the drones, if it's silver that is needed, but there's silver that is becoming more scarce, then silver is the most important thing in the world. Silver literally, and then not even just that, military. Silver's in the Tomahawk missiles. Silver is the stuff that's in nuclear reactors. AI chips. Silver's the stuff in AI chips. It's silver, lithium, or the new Samsung's new silver solid state batteries, making the charging times of EVs it's like half the time and twice the efficiency. This is all silver. Silver purifies water. Water is the most pure thing in the universe. Water is the most pure thing. Silver purifies that. Think about that. Silver purifies the most pure thing in the universe. Silver is magical. Why is gold 85 times more valuable than silver when silver has 85,000 times more uses than gold? Why is gold almost $4,000 when it just sits around, on your neck, or rings or watches or bars? Silver is the thing that's actually useful. Think about that. Just think about that. So what really powers this leap? Silver, the world's elemental conductor, forms the backbone of every solar cell, wire, and high-efficiency circuit packed in this orbital behemoth. Using the industry metric of 700,000 ounces of silver per gigawatt of solar capacity, estimates for this single space station run from about 150,000 ounces at basic delivered capacity to over 1 million ounces for a state-of-the-art maximum output installation. Realistically, the project's current specifications point to nearly 300,000 ounces of silver just for solar hardware, a demand echoing across global silver markets. Wow. The silver age of energy. This isn't about replacing oil overnight. Global economy still leans heavily on hydrocarbons. One literally built on silver rises in the Earth's orbit. Silver is definitely, like they say, like, he who owns the gold makes the rules or sets the rules. He who owns the silver wins the wars. He who owns the silver controls space. He who owns the silver has the real wealth. Not saying gold's not wealth, but just like back in ancient biblical days, they thought silver was just as valuable as gold. The gold to silver ratio was like 2.5 to 1, like 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold. And that is because silver has antimicrobial properties. It can purify water. Silver's God's money. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you guys want to purchase some of this shiny stuff, hit up Miles Franklin, send an email to info@milesfranklin.com, let him know Slayer sent you. It's getting harder and harder and harder to find silver, and eventually, even if you'd be willing to pay a high price after it explodes, you won't even be able to find it. It's going to be the unavailability acquiring silver even if you are willing to pay higher prices. So make sure you grab it right now while you still can at some places. Also, if you did want to donate to the GoFundMe, I will link it in the description. I love you all. Thank you so much. Noon and 6 p.m. So you'll be expecting another video at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard tonight, or I guess this evening. This is the noon video. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys at 6 p.m. Peace.